40-yard line.
Nick Perry on the tackle. A gain of 19 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. And this one's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And some space here. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Out. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check. Deuce.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and less than a yard.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And Dalton to throw. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down.
Double dog, that's the way. Hey, check 24, check 24.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. 36.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. But we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. Come on, 60 out long. Check. Rock it before. Hey, come on, come on,
second down now. It's Johnson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray, escaping the pressure right, and able to find Kirk complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Pull it good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Arizona.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Under 10. Check 31. Joker. 6-3. Check. Crunch.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
You got tape. You got tape. Kill. Check. Check out, bro. Hot.
Shotgun now from Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Murray from midfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go.
To throw here, Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got room to run past the 20. He's got his man here. It's Green. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Jim.
Here you go, Cam. Trickstone, travel. Regular. Hands up.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Come on,
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Andy Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Minus 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. On the set. Mike 57. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 57's the Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal.
Hey, get in the way. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for two. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Nixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Throwing, Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Tackles.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Nick Perry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Perry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Charles, we